Look at this beautiful fur hands helmet. You know, I looked back through the files, and that female... Well, maybe we weren't thinking of the same female. The females don't say, hey, you over there. They just say... They either say, hey, you, or they say, you over there. And I wanted, hey, you over there. I was kind of splitting hairs, but... From what I looked at, they didn't say the whole thing. So I decided to go with that one. But if you find a different file, let me know and I'll swap it up. Okay. So we have both the Thieves Guild stuff, as well as... the main quests. I took care of all that. Alderoon. That's what I... Go to Hilairvu Locket, Venom Manor. And return it to Brainus Hilairvu in the name of Bal Malagmer.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
How about sharing the weapon?
Why are you here?
Probably
Is that 3 Remorin?
Can we hurry this up?
Remorin. Back to Alderoon. Morag Tong. Venom Manor. Perhaps it's not in here. Maybe it's outside. Morrowind Manor? I know. Oh, Brainus Hilairvu's house. That's how we have to return it to, right? Oh, I'm sorry. In Venom Manor and return it to Hilairvu. It's mixing up the names. Definitely saw Venom Manor in here. Yeah. Let's put on our special thief gloves. Find the locket.
Under sun and
This all
sky.
dwarven armor?
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
You
Under
care to tell?
sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
No.
You seek information, Redguard?
Note to Malsa Ulis. Malsa, keep our special guest in the room behind the tapestry. Make sure the door is locked and that he is under guard at all times. If he escapes, I will blame you. I think we have to free somebody. In the room behind the tapestry. Can I just take this?
Help!
Grab him!
I cannot. All Dwemer. Okay, I did it. Heal staff. A room behind the tapestry, huh?
Can we hurry this up?
Oh, they gave him a bucket and a bedroll in here? Did my father send you? Are you here to rescue me? Should we travel together back to Sarethi Manor? I would travel back to my father, Athan Sarethi. Well, wait here. I'll come back for you. Need to get the
May you
amulet first.
find all that you seek, traveler.
The bedroom. Let's both lead to the bedrooms. Extravagant robes and an amulet. Oh, did you send it over? Is that my notification on Discord? Alright, let's see what we got here.
Hey, you over there!
Oh, that one.
Hey, you over there!
That's the, We were talking about a different lady. I didn't even look at that lady's voice lines. But thank you. I'll swap that. Or maybe I'll just add it as like a number 2. I don't know. I'll think about it. Might just swap it over. Yeah, see, no, that's the blonde girl. That's the blonde girl. I think she also has a circlet. But I checked all of the black-haired lady's voice lines. That's what happened.
Can we hurry this up?
She's got a couple exquisite robes and exquisite rings. Lady, where is this, where's this amulet?
You
You
seek
seek
information,
information,
Red Guard?
Red Guard.
Somebody holding it?
Do
May
you
you
have
find
something to
all
say,
that you
Outlander?
seek, traveler.
Where's that slave? Here not long ago.
Here not long ago.
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
Pickpocket their gloves off them. Good thing nobody minds me checking their pockets.
Is
Three
there something I
blessings,
can do
Grab
for you,
him!
Outlander?
Yes, they do.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
You will suffer greatly!
That's where we got, yeah, that's where we got confused, because I definitely checked all of the black-haired lady's voice lines.
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
And I was like, oh, I didn't find it, but then I found that guy, and I do like that guy. I use that guy a lot. The face for the one that I put in. It's like, oh, I like this one. I put it in. But I can definitely swap it to the blonde lady. I like her voice too.
What was that?
This is a
I can
confusing
spare a
house.
few
So
moments.
good to
Do
see
you
you.
care to talk? Information read.
Seek information. You go downstairs to be at the upper floor in that part of the manor.
Hey, you over there!
That's the guy with the sideburns.
Three blessings, Sarah. May you find all.
Oh, the guard quarters. Maybe it's in here. I've checked this yet. Expensive stuff. The one for Gentleman Jim Stacy. Says I gotta find me an expensive amulet in here. Maybe not expensive, but belongs to somebody else. Like this one, the Hilaire locket that I found.
Three blessings, Sarah.
Sarah. Now, let's see if we can get this guy out to safety.
What do you want?
Let's see here. What did I name the spell? Run faster, Enwa. That's what I named it. We're getting you out of here, buddy. So you usually don't do them, I see.
There is
Where are you
no
going?
escape.
I need you to run. No, I fortified her speed.
Die, Fetcher. Die, Fetcher. Where are you going? Do I know you?
I know. Sarethi Manor. On the opposite end.
What do you want? Where are you going? What do you want? Where are you going? What is it, Outlander?
Ooh, what do you train? Oh, faction members only.
Thank you.
Can we hurry this up?
Talk to my father, Athen. Yes, my son, Varver Sarethi. You have returned him to me, and I am in your debt. You have rescued my son. I am forever in your debt. Okay. Oh, he's my friend now, I guess. I agree, Eslis. You're saying the Thieves Guild in this game falls a little short? He's one of these houses in real. Algolithers. Hilarvu's house. I'm supposed to sneak it in here. Scroll of Ekash's lock splitter, 100. Oh, just instant open lock. Am I supposed to return it to him specifically? Oh. Maybe I am. Where is he though? Is he here? He doesn't appear to be in his own house.
You seek information, Red Guard.
You weren't out here when I went in. Is that my locket? Yes. This is my locket. Where did you get this? In the name of the Baal Molagmer, I return this to you. I don't know what that means, but thank you. Oh. Well, Mr. Jim Stacy didn't tell me whether or not you should recognize it, so...
What is that?
That's exactly what he said when he heard the name.
You honor me. Please speak.
Please speak.
How about sharing the wealth? I've lots to show you.
Welcome, friend. The day is yours. What shall we talk about?
Let me refresh my spell points. And then before we turn in this quest to Caius, let's read some of these documents.
May I help you, Outlander?
I'm listening. Walk with virtue, Paladin.
Well, I don't feel like any of these guilds... I mean, the guilds have all been very... had good rewards, but there wasn't like a consistent, like, narrative. You were just kind of doing jobs until you were done. And they were pretty good quests, but, you know, nothing crazy.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Alright, before we turn this stuff in... Yeah, and the disagreement with, yeah, it's not major, but that stuff's not super present until the end where you have to make that choice. That is a 10-page book, not too bad. Progress of Truth, compiled by the dissident priests. Excerpt. Concerning the points of temple doctrine challenged by the dissident priests. 1. The divinity of the tribunal. Temple doctrine claims their apotheosis was miraculously achieved through questing, virtue, knowledge, testing, and battling with evil. Temple doctrine claims their divine powers and immortality are ultimately conferred as a communal judgment by the Dunmer ancestors, including, among others, the good Daedra, the prophet Veloth, and Saint Nerevar. Dissident priests ask whether Dagoth Ur's powers and the tribunal powers might ultimately derive from the same source, Red Mountain. Sources in the Apocrypha suggest that the tribunal relied on profanely enchanted tools to achieve godhead. Godhead? Is it supposed to be godhood, or I guess godhead? And that those unholy devices were the ones originally created by the ungodly Dwemer sorcerer Kagranak to create the false construct Numidium. That's like a really bad typo. Godhead over godhood. No big deal though. Usually you can recognize like one letter off or something, but that's a different word. Yeah, so what are they talking about? The false construct Numidium. 2. The purity of the tribunal. The dissident priests say that the temple has always maintained a public face, represented by the hieroglypha, the priestly writings, and a hidden face, represented by the apographa, the hidden writings. That's what they were doing, Wolfalock. The public account portrays the actions of the tribunal in a heroic light, while the hidden writings reveal secrets, untruths, inconsistencies, conflicting accounts, and varying interpretations, which hint at darker and less heroic motives and actions of the tribunes. In particular, conflicting accounts of the battle at Red Mountain raise questions about the tribunal's conduct and about the source of their subsequent apotheosis. Also, there is good evidence that the tribunal have been concealing the true nature of the threat posed by Dagoth-Ur at Red Mountain, misleading the people about the tribunal's ability to protect Morrowind from Dagoth-Ur, and concealing a recent dramatic diminishing of the tribunal's magical powers. 3. Temple accounts of the Battle of Red Mountain. Ashlander tradition does not place the tribunal at Red Mountain, and holds that the Dwemer destroyed themselves rather than that Nerevar destroyed them. Ashlander tradition further holds that Nerevar left Dagoth-Ur guarding the profane secrets of Red Mountain, while Nerevar went to confer with the Grand Council, i.e., the Tribunal. That Nerevar died at the conference, not of his wounds according to Ashlanders, but from treachery, and that subsequently the Tribunal confronted a defiant Dagoth-Ur within Red Mountain, then drove Dagoth-Ur beneath Red Mountain when he would not yield to their will. So, this is the truth, right? We've already discovered documents that say this is the truth, or is this just what the Ashlanders believe versus what the Temple? They don't know, so this is what they believe. Or at this point, will we find out the actual facts and truth, or not? You know, I guess we'll have to find out as we do these quests. Veneration of the Daedra, Saints, and the Ancestors. Yeah, this is high treason just for writing this, because it's the Tribunal in major power in Morrowind, right? While challenging the divinity of the Tribunal, the dissidents do not challenge the sainthood or heroism of the Tribunal. In fact, the dissident priests advocate restoring many of the elements of fundamentalist ancestor worship, as practiced by the Ashlanders and by Saint Veloth. Exactly how this would work is debated inconclusively within the dissident priests. Denial of the prophecies of the Incarnate and the persecution of the Nerevarines. Though no consensus exists among the dissidents about whether the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine, all agree that the persecution of the Nerevarines is unjust and politically motivated. Sorry. The dissident priests do not reject mysticism, revelation, or prophecy as part of the religious experience. The dissidents have not resolved the issue of true or false insights. They have studied the mysticism of the Ashlander ancestor cults, in particular the rites of the Ashlander seers and wise women, and the prophecies of the Incarnate. Many among the dissident priests have come to believe that the Nerevarine prophecies are genuine, and have made a systematic study of prophecies recorded in temple archives. Nerevarine. Nerevarine? Which way am I supposed to say it? Nerevarine. Let's see. Says Nerevarine. That's what this person, that's how they pronounce it in Oblivion. Nerevarine.
You no longer bear.
Oh, that's part of the ending. Nerevarine or Nerevarine? Nerevarine. I'm gonna be going back and forth. So yeah, we'll find out. Hopefully it doesn't bother anybody too bad. Authority of the Archcanon, and the Ordinators. The dissident priests reject the authority of the Archcanon, and the Ordinators. The temple hierarchy has been corrupted. Yeah, there you go. The temple hierarchy has been corrupted by self-interest in politics and no longer acts in the best interests of the temple or its worshippers. The dissident priests believe the Archcanon and Ordinators speak for themselves, not for the tribunal. The Inquisition and the use of terror and torture by the Ordinators. Within the temple hierarchy, it is an open secret that the Ordinators rely on abduction, terror, torture, and secret imprisonment to discourage heresy and dissent. The dissident priests feel the Ordinators are either out of control or tools used to maintain a corrupt priesthood in power. 8. Fundamentals of temple doctrine: charity for the poor, education for the ignorant, protection for the weak. The dissident priests acknowledge that most rank-and-file priests honor the best traditions of the temple. They believe that many priests in higher ranks are interested more in love of authority and luxury than in the welfare of the poor, weak, and ignorant. Right, so that's a bad book. We should burn it. Is this the other one that we got? Vivek? The Battle of Red Mountain and the rise and fall of the tribunal. Them being corrupt implies that their censorship is not valid. Yeah. Although I guess we don't know who is truly correct. Who's to say? The following is a transcript of the words of Lord Vivek addressed to a dissident priest. Malur Omain, who confronted Vivek with the Ashlander traditions surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain, and with the prophecies of the Nerevarine, and to unnamed magistrates of the Inquisition who joined Vivek in interrogating the dissident priest. Who could clearly recall the events of the distant past, but you have asked me to tell you in my own words the events surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain, the birth of the tribunal, what prophecies of a Nerevar reborn. Here is what I can tell you. When the Chimera first abandoned the herds and tents of their nomadic ancestors and built the first great houses, we loved the Daedra and worshipped them as gods. But our brethren the Dwemer scorned the Daedra and mocked our foolish rituals, and preferred instead their gods of reason and logic. So the Chimera and Dwemer were always at bitter war until the Nords came and invaded Resdain. Only then did the Chimera and Dwemer put away their strife and join together to cast out the invaders. Once the Nords were driven out, General Nerevar of the Chimera and General Dumak of the Dwemer, who had come to love and respect one another, resolved to make peace between their peoples. In that time, I was but a junior counselor to Nerevar and Nerevar's queen, Almalexia, and his other favorite counselor, Sotha Sil. Always doubted that such a peace might long survive, given the bitter disputes between the Chimera and the Dwemer, but by negotiation and compromise, Nerevar and Dumak somehow managed to preserve a fragile peace. But when Dagoth Lord of House Dagoth, and trusted as a friend by both Nerevar and the Dwemer, brought us proof that High Engineer Kagranak of the Dwemer had discovered the heart of Lorkhan, and that he had learned how to tap its powers and was building a new god, a mockery of Chimera faith and a fearsome weapon, we all urged Nerevar to make war on the dwarves and to destroy this threat to Chimera beliefs and security. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Dumak and asked if what Dagoth said was true. But Kagranak took great offense and asked whom Nerevar thought he was, that he might presume to judge the affairs of the Dwemer. Didn't we just read something yesterday, like from their perspective, right? Nerevar was further troubled and made pilgrimage to Holamayan, the sacred temple of Azura, and Azura confirmed that all that Dagoth-Ur said was indeed true, and that the creation of a new god of the Dwemer should be prevented at all costs. When Nerevar came back and told us what the goddess had said, we felt our judgments confirmed, and again counseled him to war, chiding Nerevar for his naive trust in friendship, and reminding Nerevar of his duty to protect the faith and security of the Chimera against the impiety and dangerous ambitions of the Dwemer. Then Nerevar went back to Vardenfell one last time, hoping that negotiations and compromise might once again preserve the peace. But this time, the friends Nerevar and Dumak quarreled bitterly, and as a result, the Chimera and Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortress at Red Mountain, but Nerevar's cunning drew most of Dumak's armies out into the field and pinned them there, while Nerevar, Dagoth-Ur, and a small group of companions could make their way into the heart chamber by secret means. There, Nerevar, the Chimera King, met Dumak, the Dwarf King, and they both collapsed from grievous wounds and draining magics. With Dumak fallen... Wasn't known by that yet, okay. With Dumak fallen and threatened by Dagoth-Ur and others, Kagranak turned his tools upon the heart, and Nerevar said he saw Kagranak and all his Dwemer companions at once disappear from the world. In that instant, Dwemer everywhere disappeared without a trace. But Kagranak's tools remained, and Dagoth-Ur seized them, and he carried them to Nerevar, saying, "That fool Kagranak has destroyed his own people with these things. We should destroy them right away, lest they fall into the wrong hands." Where did the come from? Unless we find that out a little bit later. But Nerevar was resolved to confer with his queen and his generals, who had foreseen that this war would come, and whose counsel he would not ignore again. We did read this yesterday. "I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they have had wisdom in the past that I had not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth-Ur, until I return." So Nerevar told Dagoth-Ur to protect the tools and the heart chamber until he returned. Then Nerevar was carried to us where we waited on the slopes of Red Mountain, and he told us all that had transpired under Red Mountain. What Nerevar had said was that the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals, and only the heart of Lorkhan held wondrous powers. Only later did we hear from others present that Dagoth-Ur had thought the Dwemer destroyed, not made immortal, and no one knows for sure what really happened there. After hearing Nerevar, we gave our counsel as he requested, proposing we should preserve these tools in trust for the welfare of the Chimera people, and who knows, perhaps the Dwemer are not gone forever, but merely transported to some distant realm, from which they may someday return to threaten our security once again. Therefore, we need to keep these tools, to study them and their principles, so that we may be safe in future generations. And though Nerevar voiced his grave misgivings, he was willing to be ruled by our council under one condition: that we all together should swear a solemn oath upon Azura that the tools would never be used in the profane manner that the Dwemer had intended. We all readily agreed and swore solemn oaths at Nerevar's dictation. So then we went with Nerevar back into Red Mountain and met with Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur refused to deliver the tools to us, saying they were dangerous and that we could not touch them. Dagoth-Ur seemed to be irrational, insisting that only he could be trusted with the tools, and then we guessed that he had somehow been affected by his handling of the tools, but now I feel sure that he had privately learned the powers of the tools and had in some confused way decided he must have them for himself. Then Nerevar and our guard resorted to force to secure the tools. Nerevar and our guard resorted to force to secure the tools. Somehow, Dagoth-Ur and his retainers escaped, but we gained the tools and delivered them to Sotha-Sil for study and safekeeping. For some years, we kept the oaths we swore to Azura with Nerevar, but during that time, in secret, Sotha-Sil must have studied the tools and divined their mysteries. And at last he came to us with a vision of a new world of peace, with justice and honor for nobles, and health and prosperity for the commoners, and the tribunal, or with the tribunal as immortal patrons and guides. And dedicating ourselves to this vision of a better world, we made a pilgrimage to Red Mountain and transformed ourselves with the power of Kagranak's tools. And no sooner than we had completed our rituals and begun to discover our newfound powers, the Daedra Lord Azura appeared and cursed us for our forsworn oaths. By her powers of prophecy, she assured us that her champion, Nerevar, true to his oath, would return to punish us for our perfidy. And to make sure... perfidy, I'm going to look up that word. And to make sure such profane knowledge might never again be used to mock and defy the will of the gods. But Sotha-Sil said to her, the old gods are cruel and arbitrary, and distant from the hopes and fears of Mer. Your age is past. We are the new gods, born of the flesh, and wise and caring of the needs of our people. Spare us your threats and chiding, inconstant spirit. We are bold and fresh, and we will not fear you. Yes, they are. And then, in that moment, all Chimere were changed to Dunmer, and our skins turned ashen, and our eyes into fire. Yes, I did know that. What does perfidy mean? Perfidy is deceitfulness, untrustworthiness. Whoa. And our skins turned to ashen and our eyes into fire. Of course, we only knew at that time that this had happened to us. But Azura said, this is not my act, but your act. You have chosen your fate, and the fate of your people, and all the Dunmer shall share your fate from now to the end of time. You think yourselves gods, but you are blind and all is darkness. And Azura left us alone, in darkness, and we were all afraid. But we put on brave faces and went forth from Red Mountain to build the new world of our dreams. And the new world we shaped was glorious and generous, and the worship of the Dunmer fervent and grateful. The Dunmer were at first afraid of their new faces, but Sotha-Sil spoke to them, saying that it was not a curse, but a blessing, a sign of their changed natures, and sign of the special favor they might enjoy as new Mer. No longer barbarians trembling before ghosts and spirits, but civilized Mer, speaking directly to their immortal friends and patrons, the three faces of the tribunal. And we were all inspired by Sotha-Sil's speech and vision, and took heart, and over time, we crafted the customs and institutions of a just and honorable society. And the land of Resdain knew millennia of peace, equity, and prosperity unknown to other savage races. But beneath Red Mountain, Dagoth-Ur had survived. And even as the light of our bold new world shined even more brightly beneath Red Mountain, the darkness gathered, a darkness that was close kin to the bright light that Sotha-Sil coaxed from the heart of Lorkhan with the tools of Kagranak. As the darkness grew, we fought it and crafted walls to confine it, but we never could destroy it, for the source of the darkness was the same source as the source of our own divine inspiration. Is this saying that they actually did create the just society and that's what we're looking at now? Or are all the bad parts of the society a fault of Dagoth-Ur? And in these latter days of Morrowind, reduced to a subjugated province of the Western Empire, as the glory of the tribunal fades, and the dark tide rises from Red Mountain, we are reminded of Azura and her promised champion's return. We have waited, blind and in darkness, mere shadows, drained of our ardent vision, in shame of our folly, in fear of our judgment, and in hope of our deliverance. We do not know if the outlander claiming to fulfill the prophecies of the Nerevarine is our old companion Nerevar Reborn, or a pawn of the Emperor, or a cat's paw of Azura, or some simple twist of fate. But we insist you adhere to temple doctrine, and conform to the strictures dividing the hieroglypha from the apographa, and that you not speak that which must not be spoken openly. Act as a dutiful priest should, in accordance with your vows of obedience to the canons and arcanons, and all will be forgiven. Defy me, and you will know what it is to stand against a god. Vivek. Yeah, I was gonna say he completely skipped that part. So they believe they actually created that just society, but Dagoth-Ur was a major problem, and so was the Empire encroaching on their lands. But they didn't care about the slavery and the distinct class system and all that stuff. That was all part of the perfect society. I guess maybe in their opinion. Not the full truth. I have your report, and I'll make copies of your notes from Hulea and the progress of truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to journeyman. You're doing good work, and here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes, and go do some jobs for the guilds or other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current, or get some training. Then, when you're fit and rested, come back. I'll have new orders for you. Well, I'm ready now. Okay, I'm not ready for you yet. I told you, go out and brush up your skills or do some freelance work to support your cover story, or go shopping, or do some sightseeing. Just leave me alone and let me think. I need to do some skooma real fast. Yeah, you don't think I don't see that shit, Caius. Get your act together. You're lucky I gotta go to talk to Gentleman Jim Stacy. My new best friend.
So good to see you.
Yeah, that would probably work too, but I do actually have to turn in that quest to Gentleman Jim Stacy.
This is a wondrous encounter.
Let me just go back here because I'm going to stash my new exquisite clothing.
Hey, you over there!
They're putting it all in here? No? Here it is. How much gold do I have? I have 70k. Whatever will I do? Wherever will I get the money to continue my training? I don't know.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
How about sharing the wealth? I've lots to show you.
Oh, good eye. It does look like it's damaged. By 5 for some reason. No, by 6.
An honor, to be sure.
You have a... You have a restore speed potion? Quality restore speed. Let's take that. What? Oh, did I resist it?
An honor, to be sure.
Resisted the restore speed? You know what, we'll fix that once we come back to Balmora.
How about sharing the wealth? I've
Welcome. If you wish to talk, it is... With pleasure. Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Bum, bum. Oh shoot, I should have made a note. Where's Gentleman Jim Stacy at? Yeah, I'm probably gonna do some enchanting today. I know he's under the bookshop, but where was that bookshop? Was it the foreign quarter? It's the foreign quarter, okay. Bum, bum, bum. It's like way down here, isn't it? What are you doing down here, buddy? Ibishamus Shrine?
You die.
What the? Hello? It's very loud. What's with the shrine in there, buddy? Probe you, rat. Bum, bum, bum. Well, I wonder why he didn't attack me for finding the shrine. Bookseller. I go to the other side. Oh, I need to get out. Yeah. Ah. Bum, 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 bum.
How may I help you, citizen?
Wait, what? Is I already on the correct side? Ah, this is frustrating. Okay, this sewer is definitely not consistent with what's going on up there.
Ah, friend, how does the day greet?
Can I set a note here? Gentleman Jimothy Stacy.
It is a pleasure.
What did I do to deserve
Do you
this honor?
require my services?
No, but I did the Bal Malognar thing. Oh, I have to wear the gloves while I talk to you. I forgot. Good. Justice has been done. If you kept a little something for yourself, I can certainly understand. I know something else the reformed Balmalagmer might do if you're interested. You did well with the locket. Now for the next appearance of the Balmalagmer, I want proof of Ingling Half-Troll's corruption. Ingling Half-Troll is corrupt. Many know this, but no one dares act. The Balmalagmer bring justice to those who think themselves above justice. Go to Ingling Manor in Vivek. There you will find a ledger with proof of his corruption. Bring the ledger to me. It's pretty good. It's a little rough around the edges, is probably my estimation of it. You know, just having a random list of topic, especially when like half of them or more are the same things that other people say. You know, I don't know, I'm not expecting more out of a game, especially of this age, but I could have definitely seen them staying with this kind of dialogue and then, you know, iterating on it. Because it's good. It feels like it's got good, good bones. Yes, that's the good part of it. It's like, oh, need to prove his corruption. What are you talking about corruption? And then you ask about that. Okay, the Halalu compound. Will you tell me where Ingling Half-Troll is? I'll have to ask somebody else.
Friend?
Healer! What kind of spells do you have? Strong open? Wild open? Wait, can I get out this way? Must be a wild
Do
healer.
you have something to say, Outlander?
What sort of training do you offer? Speechcraft, athletics? Can't teach me anything about this stuff. You know where Ingling Half-Troll is?
May you find all that you seek, traveler.
Okay, well... back at Jobasha's. Did he mention Canton? He just mentioned his manor. I don't think there's a manor canton like Alderun, where they have the manor district. Well, first, let's go get that key he talked about. No, Hilalu is his other quest. We can go to there. Nad's there and is hanging out at the Elven Nations Corner Club, which I believe is the Hilalu compound.
May you find all that you seek.
The treasury. Think I could steal stuff from there?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
prison cells. The records. I don't see any fat stacks of gold. How about in the vaults?
Greetings. I am. Is there something you need?
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
With everyone looking at me, I'm endlessly curious about what's in there.
You have sealed your fate. You have paid with your blood. You cannot escape the righteous. Fool! You have sealed your fate. You're beaten.
I need to find Ingling Half Troll. Show you here. YNGLING Half Troll. I need his ledger at his manor in Vivek. Alright, these guys are
You
still.
will perish with your blood.
Success.
Great emote there. Colorstone for the raid. High five. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Let's equip this lockpick. He's in St. Olms. Okay. Oh, they have a full set of glass armor in here? Orc Warhammer. They got all the good stuff. Tons of gems and gold. The ledger. Well, they were not kidding about this armory. That's right. I just wanted to see what was in here. Thank you very much for the raid. I do appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Wild Styring. The cards had families. Well, you know. About these people. You got it.
You need.
Thank you again. You have a good one.
Praise Vivek.
Right back.
How do you do, Redguard?
Corner Club.
Is there something I can do for you?
They do. Like the ghouls from Fallout.
Is there something you need?
This is a wondrous encounter.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Well, let's ask the bartender. You see Nads around? Can't believe his name is Nads. I don't care who you are. If you ever do anything like that in my club again, you'll be sorry. I tried doing the Dark Elf voice yesterday or 2 days ago, and it really hurt. I can't believe that guy recorded all those lines like that. Okay, she does not like me one bit. Every time I talk to her, her disposition went down even more.
Is there something you need?
Oh, yeah, probably did. Okay, anybody gonna talk to me in
Greetings
here?
and salutations.
Yeah, I murdered one guy legally, by the way, in this club, and now nobody wants to talk to me.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Oh, do I have to go do this? Turn in this quest,
Where's
maybe?
that slave?
If there's anything I can do,
You're not wrong.
I
Is
am
there something
humbly-
you...
Where's that slave? You're not
You're
among them.
beaten.
Oh boy, where it's the arena district, right? That's where they are. Those little assassins. Yeah, it's a little rough to get around, but I believe in us. Oh my gosh. I do like the idea and the design behind it, though. The Canton style. You're beaten. Hey buddy, remember when you asked me to murder someone like 6.5 years ago? I finally did it. If Berurin Oran is dead, then welcome Cyrus the Red Guard to the Morag Tong. Any master of the Morag Tong can tell you what writs are available and whether... I don't think that's the right spelling of whether. You are a candidate for advancement. When you have proven yourself, I will have special duties for you. Perform more honorable executions in the name of the Morag Tong. I have 2 writs. One on Odaisha Yasalmibal. An honorable writ has been issued by a noble house of Tilvani, or by a noble of House Tilvani, for the Ashlander Odishai Yasalmibal. It will more trouble tracking him down than killing him. Take a boat from Sadrith Mora to Tel Arun. Swim southwest until you reach the coast. Odaisha has built his yurt right on the coast near the end of a small peninsula. Okay. And then Taurus Saren may be found in Saren Manor in the plaza of the Redoran Canton here in Vivek. His family is influential. Make sure his execution is swift and honorable. You need no more instructions than this. Alright.
Yes, Outlander, how do you do?
Can I take, like, all the writs at once from everybody and just go around slaughtering people?
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
Please join me.
Okay, none of these guys will talk to me until I'm a higher rank.
Please, go ahead, Outlander.
How much sneak
I'm
training can
listening.
you give me? Nothing more then. Light armor, short blade, no. Ah, that would be a good one. Smooth skin. Acrobatics, what about sneak? What can you teach me about sneak?
Outlander, how do you do?
Oh, just up to 60? Okay.
Yes, Outlander, how do you do?
How do you do?
Probably
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. I'm just gonna fly out. Got to put my bracers back on instead of the gloves. Cha-ching. I think I'm near the Redoran Canton, right? Oh no, we go to St. Olms. St. Olms is where we gotta go. That was weird. South 2, South 3. Let's go up. Wasteworks. Farmers, laborers, brewers, fishmongers, tailors,
Praise
tanners and miners.
how may I
I have to imagine this appears to be like the working class section. Maybe upstairs is where the manors are. Plaza? The Haunted Manor? Well, I have to go in and find out what that's about. I do know what Wabbajack is. Oh, not the website. I thought you were talking about the staff.
Hail, Redguard. Do you need something?
Guarding the Bold. Why are you here?
Is there something you need?
I take precautions to ensure that I am not found easily. I see I will have to take more precautions, but what can I do for you? What are you doing here? Hey Dapper, how's it going? You're a noble and councilman for the Great House Hilalu. Okay. I'll get paid to answer questions, alright.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Arvella Falas. Nightblade and house cousin of Great House Hilalu. Okay. Too hot though. I bet. I think I saw your stream title earlier. It was too hot for anything except Genesis, right? St. Olm's Upper North 2.
You seek information, Redguard? Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Glad you beat it, though. Did you have any more trouble with the spiders?
Greetings.
Another ship full of spiders? Hey, you. St. Olm's Canton.
Hey, you over there!
He's prepared to kill your crew. Okay, Halalu Counselor Ingling Half-Troll has a top-tier manor on St. Olm's. Top-tier, high-concept stuff there. I don't think I can go up here, though. Oh, Ingling Manor, there we go.
You seem worthy of my knowledge. You may speak.
Hello, Ingling Half-Troll. Put on my gloves.
Today is your lucky day, so let's hear it.
No, should be up to date. Are they not in there?
You've got the better of me, so go ahead.
I'm listening.
Isn't Hey You and
You seem
Suffer
worthy
Greatly
of
and
my
Beaten
knowledge.
all in there?
Face me.
The rats. This is a ledger showing how Ingling Halftroll misdirected funds he was supposed to spend on restoring the temple in the Redoran compound in Vivek. We'll take that. In his letter. Sir Ingling, I must admit that I was surprised by your request for funds to repair the House Halalu temple in Vivek. Before our meeting last week, I knew only that you were an outlander and not a member of our temple. Once again, I ask that you forgive an old man for heeding to false rumors. Now that I have met you, I am sure that your motives are pure, and you can restore the temple to its former glory. House Halalu has neglected its temple in Vivek for many years, and it is in a state of disrepair. Given the difficulty of this restoration, I would be pleased to contribute 50,000 drakes to your efforts. Arcanon Serioni.
Morrowind, city of light, city of magic.
Suffer and Mournhold are not on there? Truly? But both Beaten and Hey You are?
You've got the better.
Let me double check that. I swear I added those. Alright, it's actually not letting me minimize Morrowind right now, so I'll check those later. I'll take your word for it, though. I'll double check and add those in. I remember, I actually do remember putting Mournhold in, though. Like, I can see in my head typing it in, but maybe the document didn't save?
Greetings, I am at your service.
Alright, Redoran, Saren Manor. Okay, that's good. I definitely try really hard to add them to the dock as soon as I add them in, because I know that, you know, there's so many sounds that I might forget.
Do I know you?
Yes, Taurus Saren.
You Inwa.
What? In Enwa.
What is it, Outlander?
I am here to kill Taurus. I'm not here to kill you, though. Like, you should stop that right now, actually.
Die.
I don't think the Morag Tong appreciates killing anybody that's not the intended target, so play it safely. What are you doing?
What is it, Outlander?
Is it Outlander? Alright, so we got the ledger. Oh, we gotta go back to Corner Club. I get all they have, that's true. The Corner Club was at the Halalu Canton, right?
Is there
Just a
something I
society
can do
of
for you?
except people who are.
Is
Hey,
there
you are
something
the
I can do
assassination
for you?
person. You're allowed to do that. What sort of training you got? Athletics? What about you? Security? Light armor? No?
I thought I heard something.
You guys ever talk to a guy named Nads? I saw him from time to time, but I never spoke with him. Sure? Oh my gosh. That whistle hit my eardrum like a truck. Arvama Rathri spoke with him the last time he was here. You might check his residence, but I don't know where he lives. Ask Adela. She knows her customers well, although she is reticent to speak of them. Yeah, is that why she clammed up when I spoke to her? What are you suggesting? This lady does not like me. Take a hint, I don't want to talk with you. I really couldn't say. What about my master speechcraft skills? Could I admire you? No. Could I intimidate you? No. But 1,000 gold. I suppose we can talk more. But I admire you with that new bling. Think you mean it? I sure do. How about 1,000 more gold? Yes, that might help. Well. Alright, I'll tell you just one thing. I saw Nad Theron talking with Arvama Rathri the last day he was here. Haven't seen him in a while, though. Check over in St. Delen Canton. Southside Canal Works. That's where he lives. Southside Canal Works. St. Delen. Okay. She really didn't know me, nor did she care to know me. You're right. Can I blow this up? No, you have an edge of the map. St. Delen, South Side.
What do you want?
Southside Canal Works? Maybe in one of those small houses? Yeah, we certainly do. Alright, South 2 maybe? Oh. Oh, Nads. I got his key. That's what Gentleman Jim Stacy needed. Can we now use his house as a staging point? Should I rob his money? I mean, he's not going to use it. But let's honor the dead. Rest in peace, Nads. Right, not arena, but the foreign quarter. This place needs a bigger map. How come I can't jump out of the water? Really bothers me. I know I have a, levitation amulet, but like, why can't I just get out of the water? Gonna get water walking. I know, I just meant, why can't I get out of the water without water walking or levitation? Why can't I just climb out? See why? It apparently is.
What day is
Pleasure, Outlander. Do you require my services?
Pleasure is all mine.
Here you go. So you found Nad's there and I got the key. There you go. Yes, this is the right key. This buys us some time in our war with the Kamana Tong. Keep an eye on our Vama Rathri. Believe she may be working for the Kamana Tong herself. Here's a little something for you. 500 gold. I did know that, but I always thought you could jump out of water in Oblivion too. Guess I'm not remembering that correctly. Congratulations, Cyrus the Red Guard. You are now Cyrus the Red Guard, the ringleader. The Fighters Guild is betraying the Empire for Kamana Tong gold. Perseus Mercius, the old guildmaster in Aldrune, might be willing to help us fight. Well, we already got that problem solved. Oh, I did not know that. 125 acrobatics? Perseus Mercius is the steward of the Fighters Guild in Aldrune. He used to be the master of the Fighters Guild before the Kamana Tong got involved. I believe he will help us fight against the Kamana Tong. Go speak with him and listen to what he has to say. Report back to me with any information. Right. Corruption. Give me the ledger. Here you go. I knew he was misusing some of the money, but it looks like he took almost all of it. Why, Yngling Half-Troll is a bigger thief than any of us. A poor widow needs our help. A Hilalu counselor is trying to steal her land with a forged land deed. The Hilalu counselor Velanda Omani wants Indrele Rathirian's land. Velanda Omani forged a land deed and placed it in the library of Vivek. Without our help, Velanda Omani's bribes will prevent justice and allow the forged deed to stand. Go to the library of Vivek, find the deed, and deliver it to Indrele Rathirian in the name of the Baal Malagmar. I think I already picked up that deed. I said this will probably come in handy, and I took it. She lives in Seda Neen. Her husband, a legionnaire, was killed by Kamana Tong thugs. She is a Dunmer, but she grew up in Cyrodiil and belongs to the Imperial cult. The Tribunal Temple will not give her charity. Right, are you sure that I need to go? I thought I was just going to be able to turn in this quest, but I really need to speak to Perseus? I already did that.
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require my services?
Hey, what are you training? Mercantile? Oh, that's as high as you go? Okay.
Impressive. These clothes
Let me double
suit
check.
you well.
Letter from Okado, honorable writs of execution. D2 Andrele's house, right there.
How about sharing?
How about sharing the wealth? Hey, Perseus. Help us fight. So you work for the Thieves Guild too? I'll tell you what I know. Harundi and Sadrith Mora used to be my second in command. He's a good man and he might be persuaded to join your cause. I hesitate to suggest this, but I trust you. Harundi has a lover, a Dunmer from what I hear. If you find her, you can convince Harundi to join your cause. Adis Fireeye is a good fighter, but there's always been something dark about her. I found out just recently what that was. She's a worshipper of Clavicus Vile. I don't know how you can use this information. I'm sure she can't be blackmailed. Well, sorry. And the new master, Soaring Hardheart, owes too much to Kamanaton Gold to back out now. There's no way you convince him. You'll have to kill him. Oh, that's already done. Yeah, Soaring Hardheart is done. She's dead. Could probably convince Harundi to help out, I guess.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Hiding citizen.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Guess we'll stop at the Fighters Guild here. Maybe just down the stairs. No? There we go.
Hail and welcome, friends. Hail!
Do I have to find his lover? Ooh, I guess I didn't ask about. Is she his lover? I might have rushed away from Perseus a little too quick. Bum, bum, bum.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
Welcome, friend. The day is yours. What shall we talk about?
Day is yours. Let's actually see if Caius has some new orders for us real quick.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Right, we need an Ashlander informant. I've heard of a fellow in Ald'ruhn named Hasur Zain-Subani, an Ashlander who left the Wastes to become a wealthy trader. They say the Ashlanders like to give and receive presents. Take these 100 drakes, find out what Zain-Subani likes, and get him a gift. Then give him the gift and see if he will tell you about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. Then report back to me. Got it, buddy. And I could probably just take this Silt Strider down to Seydanine.
Why walk when you can ride?
Why walk when you can ride?
Hey, why walk when you can ride, guys? Wait, it's you, huh? Why, hello. Probably like one of the first people we ever talked to. Just leave me alone. I already told you I never signed any land deed. I'm not selling my land and I'm not moving back to Cyrodiil. Well, here's the deed. What? This looks like the land deed. Why are you giving me this? This deed belongs in your hands. Thank you very much. I can't tell you what this means, and your gloves, they seem somehow familiar. stories I heard as a child. Anyway, I thank you.
I'm very happy to make
Know
your
anything about
acquaintance.
the murder of Processus Vitellius? Someone finally got him, huh? Well, it's no surprise, I suppose. No one likes a tax collector, especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking our hard-earned cash. Only one who could stomach him at all was Thavir over at the lighthouse. The two of them spent some time together. Shame, really. She seemed like a nice woman. Oh. I forgot I had that quest. Is it as easy as did the lady in the lighthouse do it? Processus murdered? No! Tell me it's not so. He was the gentlest man I've ever met. He and I had become so close in the past few months. I don't know what I'll do without him. I've only seen him get angry once or twice, and never raised a hand to anyone. This is so sad. Well, not even angry, I suppose. I saw him arguing once with foreign Gilnith about his taxes. He thought Processus had been levying too much and skimming off the top for himself. Ridiculous. Processus wouldn't have done such a thing, I'm sure of it. Please find out what happened, friend. And if you find out what became of Processus's ring, it would ease my heart. I gave him the ring many months ago, and it was dear to him. I would like to remember him by. Or I would like it to remember him by. Okay, well, where's a foreign Gilnith? Any other crew walking around out here?
What do you want?
Do you have a house? Foreign Gilnith. Foreign Gilnith's shack. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah. Whoa. On the other island. Reminds me of the shacks on the waterfront district in Imperial City. Also, this person's name is Fine Mouth.
It wants something. What does it ask?
I want to know how you got the name Fine Mouth. Or maybe I don't, honestly. A dance in fire. Like to dance close in the fire, don't you?
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
What'd you do with the what'd you do with the ring, buddy? The murder of Processus Vitellius. That fetcher. You're damn right I did him in. And a good thing too. He was skimming a load of money from all us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels. So I killed the bastard, and left his body out there to rot, with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. I mean, I believe what you say, but you shouldn't have murdered somebody. I guess I'll have to murder you back. You're one of them, huh? Come to kill me? Well, give it your best shot, Redguard. I've no problem spilling more of the blood in the Emperor's lackeys. I'm gonna beat this man to death in his own shack. Ah. Oh, he kept the ring too. Actually, what am I doing? I'm Cyrus the Redguard. I shouldn't have murdered this guy. Who have I become? working for the man. Poor foreign. Maybe I reload.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet
Well,
you warmly.
I believe what you say. I'll say nothing to the authorities. Well, it's the truth. They've all been gouging us for years. The whole office is corrupt, I tell you. One of these days they'll get exposed, I swear it. Here, though, this was the ring. Looks like his woman gave it to him. She should probably have it. She wasn't to blame in all this. There. That's how Cyrus the Red Guard would have done things. Here's the ring. Oh, you found the ring I gave him. Thank you so much, Cyrus the Red Guard. It's good to have something to remember him by, though I'll never see him again. Here, take this. He usually traveled with a couple when he was doing his job, but he didn't last this time. If only he had. Oh, some restore health potions. That's nice.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Can I tell the census office? That guard got reassigned. Oh, is the quest done? Quest marked evidence. What's in here?
This is pointless. Give in.
There's nothing in here. Alright, I guess the quest is done because these guys have nothing more to say about the murder. Alright, and where did we say Odashi is? Should take a boat to Tel Arun and swim southwest. Okay, Tel Arun's pretty far away.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
Go back here to Alderun.
Greetings and salutations.
What'd you say about his Redguard or Dunmer girlfriend? Help us fight. I told you all I can.
I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure.
Juggling too many quests at once. Here we go. Hasura Zain Subani. We got to talk to him here. Well, I hope Zain Subani's not the guy I murdered for the boots that so long ago, is it? Asur Zai Sabani. House on the outskirts of town? Maybe that's one I haven't uncovered. Bum, 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 bum. Southeast. Okay. See this little collection of homes. Got the manor here. Just uncovering the fog of war a little bit, maybe we'll see it. This.
What do you want, Outlander?
Please, can you help me? My husband and I were traveling through here and were attacked by a pack of wild Nyx hounds. There were at least 3 of them. They seemed to come out of nowhere. My husband, Drerel Indarin, tried to fight them off, but they were too much for him, and he was forced to flee. I tried to play dead in hopes the hounds would find no sport in me. Just hope I can find Drerel before the hounds come back. Yeah, I'll look for your husband. You're willing to do that? Thank you so much. I'm sure he didn't get too far, because the hounds seemed to have hurt him. If I remember correctly, he ran off to the west, but in all the confusion, I can't be sure. That's in a different town, that's alright. There's the next hound, there's the next hound. Which direction? Hello, is there a Dunmer out here? Where are you, sir? Your wife wants you back. The Laren Ancestral Tomb. This lady's husband. She's back over here. There she is.
You seek information, Redguard?
The husband of Philanu Indarin. So he said to the west. Let me follow the road. How far could he have run? Is this him? No, it's in Deep Raid. You will speak with me now, or you shall feel the bite of my axe. When this enchantment wears off, Hyson Deep Raid will shed some blood. Aye, a foul witch has given me some
You like to dance close to the fire, don't you?
Has given me some enchanted disease, leaving me rooted to this spot. She called it witch wither. Foul temptress. If I had been her escort, she was a... If I had been her escort, she was a big woman, friendly, you know. Then the damned witch ensorcelled me, leaving me at this spot, nearly naked, to display my shame to the world. Hyson Deep Raid is not accustomed to being mocked, stranger. I shall paint the ground with her entrails. Find you a potion that'll cure paralysis. You have honor, Cyrus the Red Guard. I'm a man of standing among my people. My father and my father's father and his father before him have had songs sung in their deeds, and I shall be no different. I distrust potions in general, but bring me one from a reputable alchemist. Release me from this bondage, and I will reward you. Then I shall cleave that whore in twain. Well, here you go. Ah, you've got the potion. Give it to me. Yes. Yes. I'm free of this enchantment. Hyson Deep Raid calls you friend Cyrus the Redguard. Take this, my family's helm, Ice Cap. It was worn by my father, and by his father before him. It will protect you from the coldest of nights. Wear it with honor. Now I must go kill that witch. I shall plant her head on a stake for all to see. Looks like this guy danced a little too close to the fire. I'm gonna take to the air and see if I can see this guy. Who's attacking? Probably helps if I get my sword out of the way. Could he have alt run all the way up into the hills? No. Okay, here she is.
Where's that slave?
Found the two Nyx hounds there. And I went up this path and there was nothing. Could he have gone this far? Gone inside somewhere? I don't think so. Not usually where they put the quest people. So there are cliff racers everywhere. Bum, 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 bum. West. Like straight south. No, this is just a random quest that I, stumbled across and thought it would be a fast solve, but it's turning out to not be that way. Lady said her husband couldn't have gotten too far. He should have just gone west, and now Taken a long time to find him. Where could he have gone? Here's another Nyx hound. Milk? This cavern is named Milk? Oh, here's 3 Nyx hounds. Here's a 4th. Be around here somewhere.
I can spare a few moments if you care to talk.
Some hostile mud crab dragged off my... I'm sorry, lady. I cannot help you right now. I will come back for you. No, that's the Nord again. Might come back for this lady's quest too, my goodness. I also feel like a helicopter. Trying to spot somebody. Bum, 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 bum. Lady, I'm sorry, I cannot find your husband. Are you sure it was west? How did you guys not make it to the city? The city was like 2 steps away from you. Wait, is this him?
I see I stand in good company. What can I do for you?
Random lady. You there? Yes, you. I'm in need of an escort. I need an escort to the Ghost Gate Shrine. And I need to be there in 2 days' time. I will give you a tip when we get there safely. I haven't got all day. Shall we go? Or I guess. The Ghost Gate Shrine. All the way down there. Oh my gosh, she runs... That's literally the slowest NPC I've ever seen in my life. Can you... Oh. Did they set her speed to negative? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, ma'am. We will never make it to the ghost fence. The sword is looking real. Oh my gosh. This one was made especially infuriating. Let's pretend she was the one who, her haughty attitude suggests a person who is used to be waited on. Promises a tip if I deliver her there in 2 days' time. I believe she's the one who tricked Ice and Deep Raid, and as revenge,
I'm on your side.
we'll do one of those bad boys. And take her 500 gold. I do have a speed boost spell, but that's ridiculous. I can speed boost her all day long, and it would still take us 64,000 hours to get there. That's my revenge for all the escort quests I've had to do so far. Especially this woman. What's the... Your husband is nowhere near west. For this woman? Didn't get one. No, I did not get one for her dying. I did get one that said, I've agreed to escort Beatrix Petilia to Ghostgate. Although the trip shouldn't take too long, I have a feeling it might seem that way. I'm about to look up where this guy is. Oh, he's been hiding in this rock the whole time. Spoken to Falana, she's alive. Let's get to her quickly. Oh, and I have to escort this guy back there. Uh-oh, he won't be able to make it up this mountain. Oh, don't go that way. Here.
What do you want, Outlander?
I want your husband to come over here. Been way too long searching for him. We made it. Reunited and it feels so good. Thank the gods we found her. I never thought I'd see her again. You finding me has truly been a blessing. Thank you so much for your help, Cyrus the Red Guard. I wish I had more to offer you, but please take this book. It has meant so much to the two of us. I can only hope you find as much enjoyment in it as we have. Take care. A Dance in Fire, Chapter 2. I do like to dance close to the fire. Increase my block skill. Now back to find what I was originally looking for. Asur Zinazabi. Whatever his name is in this town. But nobody will tell me where he is. Let me see. Wish I could feel worse about her death, but I really don't. Has come to a bad end and she will never make it to the Ghost Gate. Maybe I either killed her too fast, or they need only account, or you only get that if she succumbs to an enemy.
I can spare a few moments, if you care to talk. Do you have something to say, Outlander?
Out of the 500 she has on her, She gives you 100? That's terrible. This is the guy I killed over the boots. He's a temple member, so it might have kicked me out. I didn't get a notification. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
What do you want, Outlander?
Anything to not have to do that escort quest. No, she had 500 gold on her body. I took that with a quickness. I got a trapped and locked door down here. What the? One of these situations. Are you a member of the 6th house? It is the hour of wakening. Dagoth-Ur awakes and comes forth in his glory, and his people shall rejoice, and his enemies shall scatter like dust. I didn't mean it.
You will suffer greatly. You will suffer greatly.
Hold! 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 Hold!
Hang on. Oh, I crashed reloading. Shoot. I'm actually going to take a quick whiz real quick while the game reloads. Hang on just a moment. All right.
I'm sure there's someone else you can bother.
Oh, she still attacks me. Okay. I'm gonna sacrifice her to the Dagoth-Ur she loves so much. Then shut her in there. Take the 5 gold.
You Enwa.
You Enwa.
Why are you here?
So I'm looking for... Hasur Sibalalabanabili. Alright, Hasur Zain Subani, an Ashlander who left the wastes to become a wealthy trader in Aldrune. Or is it just a trader? General merchandise. It says Tyrus Sudas. Oh, does he have a shop inside the Manor District? It said wealthy. Oh, alchemist. Clothier. I can't ask people where this guy is. It's Hasur Zaibani? Hasur Zain Subani.
Probably nothing. Do I know you?
Aldaskar Inn. Oh.
Is that...
Guess I should always assume. Come to the inn to ask about.
How do you do, Redguard?
You are. I see. You wish to learn of Ashlanders from me. Is that what you wish to learn? Tell me everything. Everything. I'm not so wise as to know everything about the Ashlanders, and I have no wish to spend long hours with a stranger attempting such a task. Well, excuse me. What the? Hey, tell me, what do you know about the Nerevarine cult? I'm sorry, but your request is not a proper one. I will not discuss this with strangers. Right? What about their gift-giving customs? I just tried to skip the foreplay and he didn't like it, so... A curious question. A gift is a sign of courtesy among strangers and affection among friends. Among strangers, a thoughtful gift is a sign that you are cautious and considerate, and aware of the other's wants and needs. Such is particularly useful for traders and travelers. Among friends, it is a private thing, and subtle, with great risks, for the test of the gift is how well it is tailored. Receiver. I understand. You wish to give me a suitable gift, but you do not know me well enough to choose such a gift, or you cannot find or afford a gift you know to be suitable for me. Well, let us take your earnest thought and earn effort as a token of your gift. You have behaved courteously, and I am inclined to help you. What would you wish to know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult? The cult worshipped the great Ashkan and Horator, Nerevar Moon and Star, who in ages past destroyed the evil, godless dwarves and banished the treacherous Dagoth and his foul hosts beneath Red Mountain. The cult is of small consequence in Ashlander worship, and only among the Urshilaku do its followers have any influence. Others Ashlanders tribes share the sentiment of the cult, but regard the Nerevarine prophecies with suspicion and skepticism. Okay, I have heard it said that the prophecies foretell the return of a reincarnated Nerevar, who shall drive the foreigners from the Ashlands and who shall cast down the false gods of the temple and restore the true worship of the ancestors. It is a dream that would appeal to every Ashlander, but it is thought but a silly ancient legend, and little more by many Ashlanders, myself included. I think we've been to the Urshilaku compound, for lack of a better word. But they're the Ashlanders of the northern Ashlands and the West Gash, and the northwest of Vardenfell. Ashkan Sulamatul is their chief, a brave and respected war leader, and warrior protector of the Nerevarine cult. The Urshilaku camp moves with the herds, but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts. Okay. Alright, your life as a trader. I am too old to travel now, to risk the beasts and bitter blights of the wastes. Now I sit here warm and savor my I sit here warm and savor my imported Cyrodiilic brandy, while my adventurous son, Hanat Zain Subani, assists me in my trade, seeking out sources of fine ebony and fetching them at fine prices. Okay. I wonder at my son. He has been so long away, without a word to his father. Surely he wishes me to die of worry, so he may inherit this fine brandy. He has proposed to chart the rarely visited ancient underground complex at Mamea, west of Red Mountain. If you should chance to see him in your travels, chide him, and tell him an old man longs for news of his son and heir. That sounds bad. Right, there's too much to tell about the Ashlanders. Here, take these notes. I've written here what you should know about the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult, but most of all, if you are visiting a camp, there are things you should know about courtesy and challenges among the Ashlanders. And since you ask about the Nerevarine cult, perhaps you'll be interested in my views on the Ashlanders and foreigners, because a guiding passion of the Nerevarine cult is their hatred of foreigners. Most Ashlanders wish all foreigners and their false gods could be driven from Morrowind. At the very least, Ashlanders wish foreign devils would leave them in peace.
You Inwa!
Ashlanders think it shameful to attack unarmed persons, but they will kill without hesitation an armed person who offends them or their clan laws. No Ashlander is fool enough to make war against the Empire. However, if such a war might be won, many Ashlanders might cheerfully give their lives to win such a war. Alright, challenges. When challenged for sport, it is acceptable to decline. When challenged for honor, it is shameful to decline. Honor challenges may come from offense given in speech or action, or may represent customary formal challenges of status or ritual. And then courtesy for Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters a yurt without invitation. Customs differ with different tribes, but leave when requested, and you may be forgiven. Be particularly careful about Ashkans, tribal chiefs and wise women, tribal seers and counselors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be courteous and leave if requested. If offended, they may attack. I do remember that, and now I'm kind of nervous that I killed some of them and left them dead. And I didn't reload, you know?
Ah, friend, how does the day greet? So strange this place, far from the marsh.
Hey, I like your robe. Where'd you get it?
To see you.
What do you want?
I was hoping I could. That'd be a fun quest to do. But I got his notes. Zain Sabati's notes. Oh, I've talked to him about most of this stuff. The challenges, the worships. Got a couple of things in there I haven't read, but if you guys want me to read that, I will. I'll make sure to read it if you want before we turn it back into Caius. Could actually go. Wanted to do this other execution before we return to Vivek.
How about sharing the wealth? I've lots to show.
Oh, do I want directions to his son? Yeah, let's do that after this this execution.
Well met, friend.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum.
Ah, you bring good.
Oh no, he was? Thought he was just gonna be stuck in some dwarven ruin.
Under sun and sky, Outlander, we greet you warmly.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
I need to go to Tel Arun. Then from Tel Arun, take a boat from Tel Arun and swim southwest until I reach the coast. Look for a yurt on the coast near a small peninsula. Looks like a yurt to me. Ah. All right. West of Red Mountain. Red Mountain, I assume, being this big old mountain. So it's currently northwest from here. And we're looking for Mamea. Not Jason Momoa, but Mamea. The deaths are hilarious. Go east from Barandas.
You
You and what? So what's the Zainab camp I've discovered? It's not in, is it? Zain Subani. Where's Barandas? Might not have that marked. South of Nisus. Oh, I should probably take a... Probably just teleport back to Aldrune and then take a Silt Strider over there.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
Oh, sorry. Silt Strider, not teleport.
We make a special trip just for you. Same
Right.
low price.
He's from Mirandus. Indeed. Why walk when you can ride? Seems like a foolish thing to do. Hello. Ushariran. What are you doing? I'm a warrior. Orbal Gralumab, also a warrior. Anything cool going on in here? Any cool people doing cool things? This goes all the way up. Oh, a Grandmaster's probe and a pick? What?
Coward!
Ooh. Yes, I know you're there, Dramora. You're not scaring anybody. Alright, close to these ruins, but not these ones. You just fly over the hill here. West of these ruins. Ashimanu Egg Mine. Really, it's not back this close to Barandus. Who are these folks? Hello, ladies.
You will die!
What's she wearing? Can you imagine? I guess she just had like a hair. What are those? I feel like I'm a little too far south now. It's okay, Terry. I know every night you go to bed dreaming of one Cyrus the Red Guard, so I know he's been the subject of all of my dreams since we played Red Guard. West of the ruin, north of the egg
Okay.
mine. Hey, you. Hey, you over there. I'm gonna equip this spear.
Hey, you over there.
Hey, who are you, Lucan? Might you help a brother in need? Look, I've got a bunch of weapons I need to get to Yak Skandar in Ald'ruun. He's usually drinking himself under one of the tables at Rat in the Pot. It'd be a big help to me if you could deliver them to him. Plus, I'd throw in some coin your way. Say 100 septums? Yeah, you got it. Great, I won't forget this, my brother. Make sure they get there, though. It would be bad news for both of us if they didn't. Know what I mean? Just tell me of Lucan's shipment. Got it. Alright. Oh, here's Mamea. We did it. You're right, it is really close. How do I get it to thrust? Oh my gosh, using a spear in this game would be hard. Getting that thrust rhythm is... Well, it's really hard thrusting it. It's kind of rough. I don't know. You're beaten. You're beaten. Rhythm is a dancer. You know I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one.
You will suffer greatly!
I know I was out of fatigue. Critical damage when I missed. I just meant like get the actual thrusting motion, like the thrusting attack is kind of hard. Because you have to do a back pedal, I think. Or a forward run, but even the forward run seems to slash like overhead a lot of the time. Just feel like it'd be kind of awkward, I guess.
Die. You in
Oh, who's this? A dreamer guard. Got a small shiny key. Oh. A Deemer guard. How far did you make it in Restoration of Arathia? Did you have to fight Deemer? He was my biggest problem in... I mean, I'm sure it's not a spoiler, but he's being a pain in the ass. He was my biggest problem in, I think, Steadwick's Fall. Or Reclamation of Steadwick, something like that. Out of stamina. Okay, that's when I was watching, right? Hello, Hanat.
I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
My name is Hanat Zain Subani. I entered this cavern seeking shelter from the weather, and these madmen stripped me and imprisoned me here. While I've been trapped here, I've had the most terrible dreams. I don't know if I can trust my own eyes and ears. Please, I need an armed escort to the cavern entrance. They have left me nothing. I cannot offer you a reward, but my father, Hasur Zain Subani in Aldrun, will gift you generously if you can rescue me. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I think you were on the capture the Griffin Towers map when I was watching you. But maybe. You know, I can't remember exactly. Terry, were you here when I enchanted this sword? Did you see that we named it a sword? Just a sword.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Where am I going? To the cavern entrance, right here.
Thank you.
Oh, that wasn't the same map where you have to flag the Griffin Towers? Thank you, Cyrus the Red Guard. I owe you my life. As you can see, I have nothing to give you, but go speak to my father, Hasur Zain Subani, at the Aldscar Inn in Aldrune, for courage and generosity must always be rewarded. Tell him that I am well and will come to him as soon as I can. I have no token you might show him, but tell him that I blossom anew beneath tomorrow's sun. He will know who has sent you. There's an actual Dagoth in this dungeon? Oh, like a named enemy? We should find him. In the Shrine of Dreams here? No longer have the lockpick.
Aye, boys, it's about blood now.
To hunger is to be alive.
Ugh. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum.
There is no escape.
Poor Ash Slave.
You die, Fixer!
Who are you? Is that you? Zula. The crude bronze key. Give me that. Daedric Face of Inspiration. Some ebony boots, throwing knives, Telvanni, cephalopod helm, fortify agility. What is this? Looks mean. Arr. Like those samurai masks. There is no escape. Been around this way. Emmaus, Sanctum of Black Hope. I think this is where that's where we're at right now. A couple sides I haven't been down all the way. Ah! Dagoth Aranus, the Soul Ring, and the 6th House Amulet. Fortify health, magic, resist shock, and paralysis. Wish I could take his mask, or that mask around. Here.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
Oops. Gotta go talk to this kid's dad. Does it really? You have spoken with my son? Indeed? He blossoms anew beneath tomorrow's sun. That is my son indeed, and you have rescued him from a terrible fate, if that is his message. He owes you a debt of gratitude, and I am proud to pay that debt. Who can place a value on life? But please accept these 5 pieces of raw ebony, rare and valuable. And for me personally, accept this, my own personal blade, and this, the ring from my own finger. May these gifts bless you as you have blessed my son. Oh. I didn't realize you could just visit Dagoth right now. I mean, I guess we know where he is, but there's like no reason to go visit him.
Yes, stranger?
Imperial Netch Blade. Ring of Knuckle Luck. Damage Fatigue.
You seek information, Redguard?
Excuse me. I mean, well, he doesn't know me from Nerevar, but he got driven further underground.
Fairly, friend?
And I thought part of the deal was he's probably a little bit insane now from being stuck out there so long. So I don't know how he's gonna treat us when we show up, talk to him.
Greetings, honored friend.
Does he?
How about sharing the wealth? I've lots to show you.
Based on the song. I guess I need to listen.
I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure, really.
I guess I need to listen to the lyrics
Where's that?
more closely. Yeah, do exclamation point mods, but to make it simple, most mods are just straight vanilla bug fixes and stuff, and I've actually had to disable a couple of the ones on that list. It's essentially vanilla with the unofficial patch that fixes some bugs and widescreen. That's about it. So they know it's me, okay. Let me get rid of some of this random stuff. Flame Blade. Actually, I'll keep the 6th house amulet. Knuckle Luck, the Soul Ring I'll keep. Helm of Inspiration I'll keep. I have the Ebony Spear, that's fine. I actually already have a 6th house amulet. I'll add it to my collection. I'm gonna make a shelf of creepy helmets. Let's go that one. That one. I need it like a little closer. There we are. We're definitely gonna get more creepy helmets to put there. Where can we put these pants? Put the pants at the foot of our bed. That's where you keep your pants, right? Yes, I do. The soul ring. Let's put the soul ring on our nightstand. Let's give this ebony mace a brother. Just a couple of mace boys hanging out. I have a Royal Guard helmet. Oh, I do. Let's put that on the shelf. Haha. Need to put the raw glass. Have that sit there. That's not gonna fit. Not gonna fit the ebony in there. I'll put the ebony in this plate. And this wild shard blade stick on the bottom shelf here. There we go. We're cleaned up a little bit.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
The shard blade, that's exactly what it is. Bing, bing, bing. I need to max my armorer. As wear increases, the diminishing effectiveness of weapons and armor is dramatic. Armorer, security, and light armor. I should master those soon. Oh, my soul gems.
How wonderful.
Let me put
Welcome,
those back.
Outlander.
Let's put our soul gems on the table. There you go.
You flatter me with your attention, Outlander.
I think we can turn in all of those quests. To make sure we did everything for Gentleman Jim Stacy. Yeah, we turned in that deed. And he wanted us to talk about the war. I talked to those people, so let's go check in with the G-Man. Would a Dagon fell? Sure.
Well, I find...
Alright, we're here. Anya Swift Sailor. Tower on the east side. This tower? A Dwemer Tower. This pipe's broken. Sorkbild's Tower. Delora Longleg.
Where you stand.
Why? Yeah, I was gonna say, should we take this helmet? The bone mold helmet? Look at his dumb face. He's in combat.
You Enwa! Stupid!
They even spelled. I didn't realize they spell it Stoopid. Frost Eater robe. I'm gonna put that on display in my room too. Minid Hell.
I'll see you dead.
Is this another one? Titan Mask Helm? Saint's Black Sword. Oh, there was more? That's okay, I'll go back. Add these. Probably tighten up the placement though. Let me. That's now a little too close. There we go. I like leave this hang. Like I'm stuck in the roof. Leave this hanging off the edge a little bit. There we go. Well, what else? That robe. Put the robe on the chest. All glowy.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
An honor, to be sure.
You'll seek information, Edgar.
Yeah, I remember seeing it on the list for those boats. Oh, actually get up into the tower. I had seen these 3 rooms and Thought, oh, that's the end of this place. I didn't even see this ladder. Oh, Sork build. Resisted magic. What's a Nord mage doing here? The Mask of Clavicus Vial. Amulet of Mighty Blows. Belt of Nimbleness and a Steel Shard Axe. A cool expensive rope. Reading the Nagasta book. Quite a few. Cyrus, ah? Hello. This corpse up here. Amulet of Health. Lesser humans would not have remembered how to get to Dagoth Fell. Sounds like some lamers. You know, only gamers here. Lembic, Ghoulheart, Bone Meal, Corpse Preparation version 1. Isn't there a website? Ooh, a Daedric Dagger. I think there's a website that's like a library of Elder Scrolls that contains all these books. But like in web readable form. Guess we'll leave our Mask of Clavicus Vial here until we need it. Yeah. Well, it's a great addition to the collection. See how it looks. Oh, look at that. Make sure it's appropriate. Once we fill out the collection, we'll try to make it center stage, you know? Once we have enough for the whole shelf, we'll like swap them around. Make sure it looks all nice and complete. Also maybe clean up these things down here too. It'll really make this place poppin'. You think there's going to be a limit of stuff we can place before the game starts crashing? That's a really cool looking helm though. Fortify personality, 30 points on self.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
It's unstable as is with all those items? Uh-oh. I better be careful then. Might have to just toss some of the random stuff. Oh, well yeah, that's what I meant. If the game is unstable as
I'd be happy
is.
to talk. My pleasure, really.
I'm wondering how much I can push it by placing all these items in my storage area. In my storage area that's not even mine. It technically belongs to the Mages Guild.
May I help you, Outlander?
Greetings. May fortune be with you.
May fortune be with you.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Yep. Right. Odaisha, Yasilmabal is dead. Good work. And then Taurus is also dead. Alright, we have a writ on Saren Sadis and Ethel Saloth and Indroso Vendu. I can see that, yeah, Jay. I've this is my first playthrough, but I'm enjoying it a lot.
All right.
All right. High five. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. All right. A writ has been invoked on Saren Sadis. I assign it to you, Cyrus the Red Guard. He is hiding with other outlaws in Zaintiarari. This is near the hut where you honorably murdered Odisha Yasilmabal. I will mark the Irabinimsum on your map. Irabinimsun. From there, head northwest until you reach a steam pit surrounded by dead trees. Zaintirari is to the north of this pit, but hidden by rocks. Search well, Cyrus the Red Guard. Alright. You must execute not one, but two. Ethel Saloth and Indroso Vendu. They are murderers, but they are also Telvanni. The Duke will do nothing. The Morag Tong is being paid well by their victims' families to execute justice. Look for them in the temporary housing of the Telvanni Plaza here in Vivek. Swiftness and accuracy to you. Okay. Temporary housing of the Telvanni Plaza. We can just take care of that right now. Like on our way to Gentleman Jim Stacy. With a name like Gentleman Jim Stacy, it feels wrong to call him anything else other than Gentleman Jim Stacy. Alright, temporary housing. I can't imagine that would be on the top floor, but... The Lizard's Head.
Why do you Outlanders think you can bother anyone you please?
No. You can train me in hand-to-hand. Bum 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 bum.
How may I help?
Oh. I mean, that's a good heads up. Thank you for that.
Greetings.
Would the game have told me that?
There is someone.
Upper storage, Telvanni housing.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Oh, really? Well, here they are. Sorry, I'm busy right now.
You will suffer greatly.
That's who it was, right? Indroso Vendu and Ethel Saloth. None dare to report my actions. Whatever you're doing here is none of my business. Don't take anything that's not yours.
How do I know you're not up to something devious?
Something interesting.
What are you talking about, Nanathon? Get under here. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, gentleman Jim Stacy.
It is a pleasure, Outlander. Do you require my services?
Well, it sounds like Perseus came through after all. I can already think of a way to make use of this in the meantime. Oh, missing a period. In the meantime, here's some clinks for your pockets. And I heard you gave the land deed to Indrele Rathrion. Maybe Vilanda Omani will leave her alone now. Right now, he says, one of our brothers stole from the wrong man. I need someone to return the blade, Enamor. This is Enamor. A guild member stole it from Salen Sarethi, a noble and generous buoyant armature. The blade was a gift from Vivek himself. We do not want the Thieves Guild to be blamed for this kind of theft. Take this blade and this note. Put them in Salen Sarethi's chest in the Tower of Dusk in Ghostgate. Oh, back to Ghostgate, huh? Then, based on what Perseus Mercius told you, I think we can win over Ada's Fire-Eye if we can find the Bitter Cup. Ada's Fire-Eye is dead. That is a problem. Well, she can't hurt us now, but neither can she help us. We'll have to move on to other jobs. I'm very impressed that this game, like, says, oh, she's already dead. You know, and it already happened a while ago. Like, this didn't cause some sort of bug. Alright, based on what we know now, Hirundi might join our cause and betray his leaders in the Fighters Guild. If that doesn't work, we could put pressure on Hirundi's woman. Alright, I can just try to talk to him or his warm woman. You can find out who she is. You can pressure Hirundi to join our cause. You can find Hirundi in the Sage of Mora Fighters Guild. I'm sure you can find out something about asking around town. Who's his Dunmer woman?
Well met, friend.
His warm woman? Did I say worm woman? How come you don't offer any training, gentleman Jim Stacy? Such a gentleman, why don't you train me? Gosh, I'm so nervous about crashing in here.
I'm very happy to make your acquaintance.
One day I'm going to try to teleport back there and it's just not going to work.
Welcome, friend. The day is yours. How delightful.
Hail, friend.
How delightful. I hope at the end of these, forget what it's called, Val Maglora or whatever quests, these gloves get enchanted by something super crazy.
Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
You seem
crazy
like
thief
very
bonuses.
good company.
Alright, thank your report. Oops, I forgot to read that report. He already told us most of it, though. It's okay. Thanks for your report, but keep Zain Subani's notes on the Ashlanders. Oh, he said keep them anyway. We can read them anytime. You'll need them. I'm promoting you and sending you to the Urshilaku camp to speak with Sul Matul and Nibani Mesa. But before you go, I think it may be time to tell you what's going on. What's going on? Tell me what's going on. The Emperor and his advisors think you have the appearance of meeting the conditions of the Nerevarine prophecies. You have the appearance of meeting the conditions? That's why you were pulled out of prison on His Majesty's authority and sent to me. So you could satisfy the conditions of the Nerevarine prophecies and become the Nerevarine. Here, this is a decoded copy of the coded package you gave me when you arrived. Read it later. It should explain everything. As you'll see in the decoded message, the Emperor and his counselors say you have the appearance of satisfying the conditions of the prophecy. Do you really satisfy the prophecy? Are you really the prophesized Nerevarine? At first I thought we were just supposed to create a persuasive imposter. Now I don't know what to think. But I am sure of one thing. This is not just primitive superstition, and we will treat it seriously just as His Majesty commands. So Zain Sabani says Sul Matul and Nibani Mesa at Urshilaku camp are the heads of the Nerevarine cult. So I'm sending you to speak with them. Tell them your story, and have them test you against the Nerevarine prophecies. As heads of the Nerevarine cult, they can best judge whether you satisfy the prophecies. When you have spoken with them, report back to me. Here's 200 drakes for expenses, and pick up essential supplies at Fort Moonmoth. Oh. Put aside some potions and scrolls for you, courtesy of the Emperor. In particular, you want the cure potions. Light's very bad up north, and divine intervention. That's nice of you, bud. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't think I needed those. Let's level up. Oh. In your dream, a tall figure with a golden mask greeted you, saying, "There are many rooms in the house of the Master. Be easy, for from the hands of your enemies I have delivered you." It seemed you had died and could see yourself laid upon a table lit by candles. But with your own hands you touched the figure, and the figure drew breath, opened eyes, and rose from the table. Then the room was gone, and the world filled with light, and you awoke. Buddy, I am having some crazy dreams here. Here's my decoded messages. Coded package. Spymaster Caius Cosades, Knight-Errant of the Imperial Order of the Blades, Director of Imperial Intelligence in Vardenfell District, Eastern Provinces. Yeah, I don't know who that could be. I have the honor to acquaint you with His Majesty's wishes concerning Cyrus the Red Guard, an individual of no rank or consequence. Offensive. Savior of Stros Mackay, more like it. Cyrus the Red Guard has been released from prison by His Majesty's authority and sent to you with this missive. Cyrus the Red Guard is to be entered as a novice in the Imperial Order of the Blades, and is to serve under your absolute authority as you shall see fit, except insofar as His Majesty's particular wishes are concerned. His Majesty's particular wishes are as follows. A local superstition holds that an orphan and outcast, a youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents, shall unite all the tribes of the Dunmer, drive out the invaders of Morrowind, and shall re-establish the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elven nations. This orphan and outcast is called in legend the Nerevarine, and is supposed to be a reincarnation of the long-dead Dunmer general and first counselor, Lord Induril Nerevar. Cyrus the Red Guard has the appearance of meeting the conditions of this local superstition. Therefore, it is His Majesty's desire that Cyrus the Red Guard shall, insofar as is possible, satisfy the conditions of this ancient prophecy, and shall become the Nerevarine. Real quick question, just so I'm making sure I'm thinking correctly. This same Uriel Septim is the one who had us do all the stuff in Is it he the same guy who was kidnapped in Arena, had us do all that stuff in Daggerfall, specifically picks out, the Nerevarine here, and then finally we meet him in Oblivion, where it's all the same Uriel Septim, the 7th, right? Because if that's the case, the guy is just... Who was ever going to doubt his leadership? He's just hitting shot after shot. Nothing but net every single time. Though this prophecy is indeed only an ancient local superstition, His Majesty has taken counsel on this matter with his most expert informants and confidants, and His Majesty is persuaded that the prophecy is genuine and significant, either in its entirety or in its several parts, and he earnestly demands you treat this matter with the utmost seriousness. I mean, it's one and the same. Might be the same guy. And that's the plot in Oblivion, is that he had an illegitimate son, but they needed his blood, so I guess he didn't kill at least one kid. Although, was he... I didn't know if he was killing the baby. Was he killing the babies? I thought he was just having illicit affairs. Certain aspects of this ancient superstition are described at the end of this document, and further materials will be forthcoming by courier at the earliest occasion. It will, of course, be necessary that you acquaint yourself better with the details of this ancient superstition from your local sources. Since this matter intimately concerns Cyrus the Red Guard, it is expected that you will employ him to gather information on this subject. His Majesty has taken a great personal interest in the legends and prophecies of the Nerevarine, and eagerly awaits your reports. Or eagerly awaits your reports. I have the honor to be, sir, your most humble and obedient servant, Glabrio Bellienus, personal secretary to the Emperor. Oh, I'm not remembering now, Terry. I remember the letter. I remember that being sort of a side quest, saying he had an intimate letter or a personal letter go out. If I could track that down, he'd be most grateful. But I don't remember if he was actually killing babies or whatnot. Hey, give it a look. Oh my gosh. I'm having dreams night after night of some unknown figure. You dreamed that a tall figure with a golden mask spoke to you, but you understood not a word. He smiled and seemed pleasant, but when he reached to touch you, it terrified you, and you tried to escape, but you couldn't move. You tried to cry out, but you couldn't make a sound. The figure kept smiling and talking, but you felt sure he was trying to cast some sort of spell on you. When you woke, you couldn't recall how the dream ended. In your dreams, a tall figure in a golden mask spoke to you. Lord Nerevar Indoril, High Resdania, long forgotten, forged anew. 3 bellied you, 3 betrayed you. 1 you betrayed was 3 times true. Lord Vorin Dagoth, Dagoth steadfast liegeman, faithful friend, bids you come and climb Red Mountain. Beneath Red Mountain once again, break your bonds, shed cursed skin, and purge the Enwa from Morrowind. Oh, he's writing me poetry in my dreams. I'm leveling. Went up to 60 luck. Level 47.
I can spare a few moments.
I forgot about restoring our speed.
No worries. I won't hurt you.
Why did I run over here when I could have just teleported? No one knows.
Please join me.
Please join me. Oh, I'm sure it does, baby. Let me take off the ward and the amulet. Still have resist magic somewhere. Reflect. Reflect does not reflect spell, right? Do I have a restore speed spell? Do I? I mean, I can make one. I have a restore willpower one. Anyone here offer spell making? Restore luck, endurance, intelligence. Why won't this work though? I'm not really resisting this many in a row. What's happening? Let me take off the boots. Yeah, what am I drained by? Oh, there's a little bit back. There we go, back to a hundo. There we are. Speed's back. Although I lost my 1 point of speed when the game allowed me to go go 1 over the actual speed limit, so permanent speed loss. Oh well. Where did the swords come from? Who knows? A nice mask collection.
Impressive. These
Boom, boom,
suit you
boom, boom.
You're in good company, I must say.
I bet you with our dashing speech
If you care
skills, we'll just be able to tell this guy to get on board. No.
Well met, friend.
What can I do for you, master? What can I do for you? Insufficient funds. Join our cause. Alright, Cyrus the Redguard, you've convinced me. But Sioring knows who my lover is. If he suspects anything, he'll take her away from me. I'll go along for now. Just be sure to take Sioring out quickly. Don't give him the chance to regroup for her sake and yours. Well, I mean, in game time, he died like 3 weeks ago. So, maybe even longer than that. I've told you I would join our cause. Your cause, let's not speak of my woman again.
Hail and
Okay.
welcome, friend. Hail.
Why is she such a secret? Aren't there like interracial relationships in Morrowind? I know some people hate Outlanders, but
I like what I see.
you can't find the letter. That's okay.
Well met, friend.
Look, it's like my helmet gets stuck in the ceiling.
How wonderful. Welcome, Outlander. How
You
wonderful.
bring good fortune
Welcome,
with
Outlander.
you. Welcome.
Bring good fortune with you. We're here. And I think this is where I must leave you folks. In front of my awesome mask collection. I know, I'm so sorry. But I must go to sleep. And get ready for work in the morrow. In the Morrowind. Alright, everybody. Thank you very, very much for hanging out for this stream of Morrowind. I will be back next time for more Morrowind. All next week. Streaming more Morrowind. So, if you're new to the stream, I encourage you please to follow. And on that front, I really appreciate Colorstone for the raid of 8 people. And then Shay, Zyrish, high five to both of you. Shay for the follow, and then Colorstone for the raid. If you guys are new to the stream, you can and you're interested in coming back next time, you can check my schedule there. After the stream right now, I'm going to go update that schedule for next week's streams. I know it's probably empty right now. Yeah, so it's only showing this week's stream. So for the upcoming week, I will be updating that shortly. So you can just refresh that, probably like 30 minutes or so. I also post my schedule in the Discord. So please consider joining the Discord, following, and hope to see some of you guys back here next time. Refreshing. Hope to see some of you guys back here next time for more Morrowind. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Take care and have a good one, everybody.
Pleasant dreams.
Live long and prosper.